are back and rolling again. It's been a crazy couple of weeks here, to say the least, so I have a lot to catch you guys up on, but I'm gonna get my morning chores started first, and then we will catch up on everything that has been going on in the lovely world of my life. Oops. Did you lift your mask up? What happened? So nice to have some summer weather. I don't know if I talked about the fact that our hay gain broke, but the boilers to the hay gain broke and hay gain did not help me fix them. Well, they basically just offered for us to replace the boilers, but we had to pay for it. So thankfully I had a family friend of ours that was able to get them going again. So we are back up and running again with steam tay, thankfully, because it had been a little while. Okay, I have just been whipping through chores this morning, and it is hot because summer has hit. And I'm sorry if I touch my eyes all day long because my allergies are so bad. Anyways, I'm just doing some mucking, and then I'm gonna get going with the day. So I'm gonna be in Rex and Doppler before we have jump school this morning. Well, I had just gotten a grip on morning chores, and then I pulled Rex out to start beamering him, and he had pulled a shoe in his stall, believe it or not. So I had to handle that. But we spent this morning, we set a jump course this morning, so I jumped Dop, and I don't even know where to begin with the recap of the last 2 weeks that we've had. I wanted to get in the shade. It is really getting hot and humid finally. Buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, buddy. He seems a little confused. So, the last 2 weeks have been so chaotic. I worked probably 10 of like 12, and then I actually took this past weekend off to try to breathe before the season comes into full swing. So to recap Riga combined test a little bit, that's usually our season opener. It's not a recognized event, but it's a great, very professional combined test where we kind of get to see how our dressage and show jump here are going to go. And Doppler was definitely anxious. He did some screaming during the test, but I tried using Confidence Ek, which is a pheromone gel that you put in their nose 30 minutes before you ride, and I did that. He seemed to be able to relax enough. He was tense in the test, but he didn't have any what I like to call meltdown moments where he like screamed and flung his head and whatnot. So while he whinnied for Rex throughout the test, he didn't have any full meltdown, so I saw that as a success. And I also felt like it was a great opportunity for me to work on just riding through it no matter what happens. So all of that went pretty well, and I was happy with that. We got a score of 28.1, I think, was the score. It was a 28 something. So I was really, really happy with that. My biggest goal of this year... You got a horsefly there, buddy? So overall, I was really, really pleased with that score. My biggest goal for this year is to try to be in the 20s as much as possible. I spent last year in the 30s, which was totally appropriate for Gypsy. But I'm hoping to score a little bit better this year with all of my hard work on my dressage this winter. So we finished dressage sitting in third, and then we went in and had a great double clear show jump round. So I was overall really pleased with the weekend. My biggest goal for the weekend was wanting to have a good dressage score. So to me, that was all that mattered. So we finished third in the event, which I'm really happy with. Again, placing didn't really matter to me. It was more about seeing how dressage would go before we head into the real season, as that's more of like practice. I'm gonna throw my double clear show jump round video in right here, and then we will move on. So coming back to our recap of the last 2 weeks, I feel like I caught my breath and cleaned the trailer and then repacked because we went to a 2-day Tim Burke clinic. Honestly, I did not know a lot about Tim Burke. My coach was going to go and had invited me to also go. So it was show jumping one day and then cross country the second day. And I feel like it was really good. I didn't necessarily feel like there were any life-changing exercises. One of the things I really took away from when I took a clinic with Lainey Ashker was the exercises were so helpful to me. Same with when I did a clinic with Boyd Martin. He had some really helpful exercises to take home and practice at home. I didn't feel like Tim necessarily had any wild show jump exercises that were really going to help us work on anything specific. But overall, it was a good clinic. We had great show jump round. I don't necessarily feel like I got a whole lot out of that. but he really just wanted us to focus on working on having basically like a perfect show jump canter. And the other big takeaway that he had for me was to make sure that I'm still making decisions. Like, my horse has quite the history and he knows his job, but not to just sit there like a potato and not decide when we're going to take a distance. So we worked on that a little bit. There was we had a really nice course. Again, I'm going to pop that in here, so I'll let you guys watch that quick. So the second day of the timber clinic was where I really got a lot out of it. We went cross-country schooling. This was actually my first time cross-country schooling Doppler, and he was phenomenal. I had so much fun. The course was really super. I felt like Tim helped me get a really good pace and gave me some good pointers about like where I need to be looking at jumps, and where my preparation needs to be going into certain obstacles and whatnot, and kind of just how to get myself back together after, you know, sometimes we don't have the perfect jump. So no matter what, it was just great to go out and get a cross-country school on Doppler, because we hadn't been out before together. So that was really fun, and I had a great time.
Now your collection, and on your line, eyes up. Good.
Yeah.
This past week after the clinic, Doppler's had some chill time. We've worked on dressage. We didn't jump this week. Then he got adjusted and some body work done, and now he is finally looking pretty good. We just had our first jump school back at home, so it's been a little over a week since the clinic, and we did a little bit of grid work exercises and turning exercises today, just some small fences. So the course we set up today mimics a lot of what we worked on with Lainey. So we set out, I am gonna work on this where he just drags me around. Come on. I actually, don't laugh at me, but I actually ordered a rope halter this week to kind of work on his respect with me on the ground. When I get it, we're gonna go over that. But I think that rope halters can be really useful tools, and I will go into that another day. Anyway, so you can kind of see we set up a little bit of the Laney field this morning with some canter poles, and the canter poles are really helpful to me right now because my biggest thing is keeping a good pace going with Doppler. I mean, he's gonna jump either way, but if I keep a really good pace going, then we get a really good distance instead of him kind of adding up and it looking a little choppy. So that's kind of what we've been up to and working on. The rest of this week I'm going to be doing dressage, and then I will hopefully take my GoPro and do a vlog because we are going on my first Stoneleigh cross-country school on Sunday with my coach. So I'll get a little more coaching from my own coach before we get ready to go to Kent. I have some other fun things I want to talk about this week, hopefully. I keep saying that I'm going to do 2 vlogs a week, but I am insanely busy this time of year. Being a barn manager is really hard, and I'm working, you know, 10 to 12 hour days, almost 6 days a week, and it's just been a little busy. So there are some other things I kind of want to talk about in the vlog, but I felt like it was really important to kind of do a catch-up, a recap vlog of what's been going on in a day in my life, because things have just been a little crazy, because a day in my life is crazy. So that was pretty much it for the weekly equestrian vlog this week. Hopefully I will have some time later this week to put together another vlog talking about some other things. But I just wanted to catch you guys up on what's been going on with Doppler and what I've been doing at the barn. I'm getting ready for some of our summer boarders to come back, so this week, even though I've had a little bit of a breather, I've been trying to do some spring cleaning and prepping. That is pretty much the lowdown. Thank you guys for sticking out with me, all of my weekly viewers and regular subscribers, because I know sometimes when I get really busy, the vlog is lacking, and I apologize. But now you guys are caught up. I'm going to try really hard to get to it this week, and until next time.